Hello, how are y'all doing today? Today I'm actually going to be reviewing a headset which I've actually had for a little bit over a month now. I'm just getting around now to the review of it. I got some other headphones I want to do, but this is the one I'm going to do for this week. I'm actually doing quite a bit this week just because I've missed a few weeks. I work a lot, so it kind of gets kind of hectic trying to get it all in. But actually today we're reviewing a headset I got, which was actually on a special when I bought it. I bought it actually on Tunes.com. These on the site. They are actually really good. These are actually one of my more favorite pair. Now, this is actually, you get this. This is a nice case that they come in with inside the box. Now, they do package them really well. As far as not really the shipping of the item, that was actually kind of crappy. But the container itself, and that's probably why they don't do so much on the outer box. It basically just comes in a basic envelope, not even a padded envelope. But there's enough padding they shouldn't break anyways in the shipping. And this is almost like a memory foam-ish type foam padding around the device itself. Now with this, you do get a cord, which I'm not going to show you that, but there is actually, of course, the regular USB cord that you normally get USB. And basically, we're just going to go ahead and open up now. And inside, basically, you'll have these headphones, which pair really easily. They're actually one of my go-to devices. Now, I will say sound, like if you're talking with these, not so great. However, for sound for listening, they're awesome. Now, I will recommend the tips that come with them, or come on them initially, are probably the best tips for pretty much everybody. The only thing bad is they're so memory foam-ish, and they probably are memory foam. Actually, I wonder if it tells you on here. No, they don't really put very many descriptions in the box itself. But basically, they're kind of like the memory foam type tips. Now, the thing is now on the side they actually have a button here, and basically you would just hit that button, and then on the top they actually have the volume. Now the other side obviously doesn't function also. Basically where your power button will be on the one with the up and down volume rocker. Now the nice thing about these, I actually like these better than the Beats by Dre, because I did have a set of those, and in comparison I would definitely buy these over the Beats other than the talking mechanism. They're about the same price, comparably. But I just like how these feel better on the ear. The material that they use here is like a rubberized material. It's strong enough to hold, but it's not hard enough where it hurts your ear, surrounding your ear. They're very easy to put on. And they just kind of wrap around like so. Voila. You barely notice them in. They're very lightweight. The bass is amazing. The sound's amazing. I do wish the battery life was a little bit longer, but they're not bad. Now, of course, you get several different tips when you buy them. They actually come in this like little baggie here. Basically, you got the phones, which I took off, and the reason why I took those off is because I was so afraid. I almost lost them one time. I put them in my pocket without the case. They're so mushy though, and want to conform to whatever they're put against, that they will like basically mush with your side pocket, and when you yank them out, it may actually remove the tip itself. So just be careful with that, because if that happens, you might lose them. And I don't know if anywhere you can actually buy the replacement tips. I'm sure you could use a generic tip off of Amazon, probably would work, but they're just so amazingly sound isolation. Just carry them around the case. You're just better off than just sticking them in your pocket. I mean, you can do that, but if you're going to use the initial tips, don't do that. Definitely always carry them in the case, just because they're so mushy. Actually, I don't know if you can see it if I do it, but let me go ahead and take them out. Let's see, extremely mushy. They will go back to shape, but like I said, they will hold a form to whatever they're up against. So, as far as isolation, they are amazing at that. However, you can lose them very, very easily. So that's the only thing to really be aware with these particular headphones. Now, the other ones, of course, is your standardized rubber. They don't isolate as well. You are going to get some outside noise leakage. Not much, because you're going to be listening at a volume that it's not really going to matter. But it's just something to keep in mind. If you want the absolute best sound out of these things, use the memory foam like tips. You're going to have so much better sound. So I guess it's because of isolation or whatever. Maybe it's just because it stops leaking sound and you're just hearing that. But these are amazing. So basically, talking, you can, not recommended. Most people can't hear you on it. The mic is not great. But then again, most of the time where you really going to talk on, it's nice to have the convenience where you're at the gym or whatever, and you can just jump on there and be like, hey, what's, you know, you don't have to stop or do anything. You just kind of like hit a little button on the side. Or in this case, you would just tap the button. But as far as these go, these are actually, I'm glad I got these. I did have the Beats. I only had them for 2 or 3 weeks after Black Friday. One thing to keep in mind if you are buying the Beats, Beats 2 is actually better than Beats 3. You get double the battery life, but what they did is they toned down the volume. So you don't really get the same effect. It's about half the volume, but you get double the battery life. So if you're a guy like me that likes the volume kind of a little bit higher than you probably should, definitely go with the Beats 2. Yes, you only get 6 hours battery life versus 12, but if you're paying that sort of money, and the Beats 2 are probably, you can probably pick them up for a little or nothing. I think I got mine on Black Friday for like, what was it, I think 80 or some bucks or something like that from Best Buy, but I did run them over. That's the sad part. It fell out of my pocket, I didn't realize it, I heard a clunk, and then I was like, looking for my headphones later that day, and I was like, oh shit, I bet, and as soon as I returned home, I saw them smashed. I was like, ah. So that was kind of disappointing. But if your choice is between these and Beats, if you won't really use the voice, I would recommend these just for comfort and sound quality. I think they're superior to Beats. I do have a lot of headphones. I don't like the Beats because they tend to be overly priced for what you get. These, I do believe, at full price are a little bit overpriced. However, if you want sound quality, these guys are definitely one of the ways to go for the Bluetooth headsets. As far as this particular type of design, as far as like the Beats 2 and the Beats 3 or Power Beats 3. But like I said, I would stay clear of the Power Beats 3 just because they're not that great of a quality of an actual item. Well, anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy this, and please like and share, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.